campus of CCBC Catonsville for the final game of this weekend mixer to kick off the 2025-26 season in junior college women's basketball. And the final game of this mixer features the Catonsville Cardinals against the Union College Owls. The Owls coming into today and entering the season as the 15th ranked program in all of Division II junior college. A powerhouse. They have earned that ranking. They have years in a row, and that included runner-up finish back in 2019. They made it to the national quarterfinals last year before falling short in overtime against Johnson County Community College. But they're off to a strong start this season. Dropped 97 points in a win against Hagerstown Community College yesterday. And they're looking to stay strong and knock off the hosts of this weekend mixer, the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals. Usually always a factor in the Region 20 ranks. They fell short in the quarterfinals last year. Got off to a bit of a slow start last season. It started 0-6, but finished the season strong. Went 7-4 in conference, just unable to get things to go their way in the regional quarterfinal game. But under second-year head coach Centurino Renwicks, they're looking to get some momentum going in their favor, and what better way to do that than to knock off a ranked program on your home court, although the Cardinals will be playing the role of visitors here in front of the home faithful in Baltimore County. Well, welcome in, everyone, to our second game of the day and our final game of this mixer here at CCBC Catonsville. My name is Ian Binky. Thank you so much for joining us here on your Sunday afternoon. For everyone who watched Cape Fear defeat Hagerstown Community College, we welcome you back. For everyone that's tuning in just to watch either UCNJ or CCBC, we welcome you into the broadcast. The Catonsville Cardinals trying to get things going, trying to get win number one of the season after stumbling out of the gates yesterday against a very resilient Cape Fear Community College team. There were some real positives in that game for the Cardinals. They did score 23 points in the third quarter, actually outscored. They weren't able to get past double-digit points in any of the other three quarters, so they're looking to get some more momentum, get some more consistent play. And one factor to do that is to be more physical in the rebound game. Now, it's not exactly something that the Cardinals hang their hats on. They're not one of the more physical, not one of the larger teams. But they were outscored on second chance opportunities 26-6 by Cape Fear yesterday, and out-rebounded by quite a large margin. Looking to be more physical on the boards and looking to shoot the ball a little more efficiently. Just shot 34% in the loss yesterday. Went just 2 of 17 on their three-point attempts. They were more efficient in the third quarter, looking to channel more of that here in today's game. Let's get you your starters here before these two teams get ready to go. First off, for the home team in this game, but the visitors coming down, rather, should say, from the state of New Jersey. That being the Union College Owls. 1-0 record, again ranked 15th in the nation in the preseason poll. Freshman guard Jasmine McKay is starting alongside freshman guard Yaya Lindsay. And then on the forward side of things, it's Brianna Patterson, a freshman out of Newark, New Jersey. And she starts alongside sophomore forward Zanaya Parsons. Going to be a lot of physicality and a lot of tenacity on the rebounding, particularly with their center, 6-foot-tall Asia Kirkpatrick, a sophomore transfer student from SUNY Poly. Meanwhile, for the visitors in this game, but the hosts of this mixer, the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals, looking for their first win of the season. The guards, they start 3 of them. It's Anaya Morrison, a freshman guard from Upper Marlboro. She starts alongside freshman guard from Baltimore, Maryland, Mackenzie Foreman, and sophomore guard from Fayetteville, North Carolina, transfer student from Cape Fear Community College. Just saw her old team yesterday, and as well as earlier today, Kishana Murphy. And then on the forward side, Tarshay Bell, a freshman out of Owings Mills, Maryland. She starts alongside sophomore forward from Catonsville, not too far away, Emily Bartlett, the grad of the Catonsville High School Comets. Just moments away from tip-off here, the final game of this weekend mixer. We hope you stick with us and hope you enjoy this matchup between the Owls of Union College and the Cardinals of CCBC Catonsville. Tip-off just moments away here in Baltimore County. With the announcement of the starting lineups, we are ready to go for the final game here of this fall tournament on the campus of CCBC. Checking to make sure that we do not have a national anthem. We had one before the first game, and now we're ready for action here in the tournament finale. Once again, the Union Owls, they are the home team for this matchup, so they're in the whites. CCBC Catonsville, they are the visitors in name only. They are here at their own court. They're also up underneath their name on the scoreboard, but they are in the road reds. Union College entering the season, they are the number 15 ranked team in the country, and they're looking to stay perfect here. Start the year 2-0. A bit of a new look for them on the bench, but we'll talk more about that as the game goes on. Asia Kirkpatrick set to take the opening tip-off for UCNJ, and she wins it up against Tarshay Bell. So it's Union College that get first possession here today. Jasmine McKay, freshman out of North Plainfield, New Jersey, has the ball. Pass it over to Brianna Patterson. Patterson dribbles to her left. They zip it around. A long look for three for Yaya Lindsay. No good. Rebound falls into the hands of Keishiana Murphy for the Cardinals. Cardinals, the key for them is getting off to an early start, getting that consistency throughout all four quarters, like what they had in quarter 3 in a loss yesterday against Cape Fear. An early look for a 3 lands good for Murphy, and it's an early 3-0 lead for CCBC. Foul moving up the court. It goes against the Cardinals. Foul up on the board. We'll get you that number in just a moment. It is number 15 for CCBC, Emily Bartlett, her team first. That allows the Owls to set things up here, moving left to right. Brianna Patterson has another look for 3. That's too strong. Bounces off the board to Tarshay Bell. And the Cardinals head up right to left. Almost too out to handle for Murphy, but she reels in the pass. Mackenzie Foreman's look for 3 is off the mark and out of bounds. Good early start here for the Cardinals. A 3-0 lead as Ajay Downer checks in off the bench. She started game 1. She starts game 2 off the bench, but quickly joins the action here for CCBC. Working up the court for the Owls, it's Yaya Lindsay. She lost it off the bounce. In transition, fast break for Emily Bartlett. Just too strong. Second chance look for Murphy. She cleans up the scraps. Keishiana Murphy already up to 4 points in this game, rather 5 points in this game. She has all 5 as that pass in transition. Too hot to handle for Asia Kirkpatrick. It's out of her reach. Long legs in that 6-foot frame, but not long enough to catch that pass. And the ball is turned over to the Cardinals. A really great start. Textbook here for the team led by Centuria Renwicks, taking this early lead. They can play their game. Bell working up the court with Foreman. Tarshay Bell passing back near side to Bartlett. Tied up nearly. Reset now with Foreman. 16 on the shot clock. Foreman looking to her right. Catches some contact there, and that's going to help out the Cardinals. A foul called against Jada Rogers for UCNJ. Freshman guard out of Jersey City, New Jersey. Rather, pardon, that foul goes against Jasmine McKay. North Plainfield native. Either way, Cardinals take it. Get a reset of that shot clock. As here's a look for 3, front rim, and in! Keishiana Murphy starting off on fire. She's got all 8 points for CCBC as a reach-in foul is called against Mackenzie Foreman. Tried to strip it as the Owls were heading up the court, but Yaya Lindsay just able to keep that close enough within her reach to draw the foul. Second of the game already against the Cardinals. Jasmine McKay leads the charge for the Owls. Reeling in that past Jada Rogers, but lost it as she went for the shot. And now quickly heading up the court is Mackenzie Foreman. Little off the mark, but Ajay Dower reels in the pass. Dower to the hoop, through 3 defenders, but doesn't get the final touch. And a spin causes some contact there against the guard for the CCBC Cardinals. That's Dower, called for her first, team third foul already. Not quite 2.5 minutes into this contest. And already into some foul trouble are the Cardinals with 3 team fouls. Yaya Lindsay, the setup with Jasmine McKay as UCNJ still in search of their first points. Brianna Patterson from the near side corner. Quick kick out pass to Lindsay. Lindsay tries for 3. That's no good. Off a few hands. Last touch by a Catonsville Cardinal. And it stays with UCNJ. There's a change here for CCBC. Chloe Wallace, freshman from Owings Mills, steps in as the inbound pass set up Yaya Lindsay. A long 3, no good. Too long. Rebound try to be put in by Jasmine Poole. No good. And now back up the near side. The Cardinals slow their roll. They're working with an 8-0 lead early in this contest. Tarshay Bell on the exchange with her high school teammate, IJ Dower. Dower guarded closely by Kirkpatrick. Link up there. That shot no good on the attempt for Chloe Wallace. Still an 8-0 lead for CCBC. Brianna Patterson finds McKay. McKay splits the D, and her floater is good. The Owls are on the board. They trail 8-2. That pass knocked away off a foot and kicks down to Brianna Patterson. Patterson's return pass is knocked away. A good read by Tarshay Bell to tear that one down off the steal. Frantic pace to start this one. A 6-point lead for the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals. A nice step inside. Mackenzie Foreman's shot too strong. And it bounces off the glass to Brianna Patterson for the Owls. Patterson passes to the near side. That finds Lindsay. Lindsay on the inside. Kirkpatrick is jammed. She gets it back. Good offensive board. Pass back and a long 3. No good. Tearing that one down. Foreman, the tie-up. They refer to the possession arrow. And it sticks with CCBC Catonsville. That offensive board battle is something you're going to have to keep an eye on. UCNJ in their win yesterday against Hagerstown grabbed 17 offensive rebounds. Just so many second chance looks. And their size advantage is something that will really help them as the season goes on. They're also helped out by 23 steals, but early on in this one, the steals favor CCBC Catonsville. There's a steal, though, going the other way for UCNJ. The layup for Yaya Lindsay, no mistake, as she cashes in. The score now 8-4, the advantage for the Cardinals. Needing to take better care of the basketball, not doing so there. Wallace's pass intercepted. Little self-pass moving forward for Lindsay. Her layup no good, but she's fouled on the net drive. And that sends, it sends Yaya Lindsay to the line. First free throws of the game, and they belong to the Union College of New Jersey. That foul called against Keishiana Murphy, her first. Lindsay to the line, 7 of 8 from the line yesterday against Hagerstown. Her first shot, nothing but net. Mentioned the steals favoring CCBC for the moment. Well, they just leveled it up moments ago. 3 apiece, as perfect from the line is Lindsay. It's now an 8-6 contest. Keishiana Murphy still with all 8 points for CCBC Catonsville. Moving forward with it again was Foreman, but her pass picked off. Heading up in transition. Loose ball on the floor. A steal for Foreman. She passes off to Murphy. Murphy splits the D, looking right up the middle. She is jammed by Aaliyah Littles. The block for the Owls heading up the court. A look for McKay. Her shot is good, and we're all tied up at 8 points apiece. First 8 for the Cardinals, the last 8 for the Owls, as we're all tied up. A nice move through for IJ Dower. Dower kicks out, a look for 3. That bounces off the rim on Murphy's look. Lindsay, a nice pass down low to McKay. Some contact. White ball is the call. A push-off is called against Brianna Patterson. Rather, pardon, going the other way. It's Emily Bartlett called for the foul. Her second already of the game. And that results in her checking out in favor of Tarshay Bell off the bench. Inbound pass. Finds its way right back to Brianna Patterson. A look for three from Lindsay off the rim. And reeled back in by Foreman for the Cardinals. Cardinals in a bit of a scoring drought here. Long cross-court pass to Rakema McLean. McLean stepped out of bounds. She thought she had more room than she actually had. And the Cardinals still struggling to get back on the board after that red-hot start. Keishiana Murphy started quickly. Since then, nothing to write home about for CCBC Catonsville. Still knotted up 8 points apiece. 4 fouls already on the board for CCBC as a team, as the officials are conferring here. Just making sure they have all their affairs in order. Gives us a chance to tell you about the change on the bench for UCNJ. Jaleel Taylor, in his first season as head coach for the squad, taking over for the Union College legend, Marbeli Montas. She was at the helm for 7 regional titles, but so far so good for Taylor, as that layup is good, and the Owls take their first lead of the contest. Looking for a response, Tarshay Bell. Bell pass over for McLean. Working inside for Vivian Windish off the bench. Looking inside, Dower, no room. Nice pass to Bell. Bell's layup is good. A little bit of a floater from long range, but Bell is on the board, and we're back level, 10 points apiece. Back and forth we go. Patterson finds Lindsay, near side wing. Kicked out for 3. Patterson's look too short. Good offensive board for McKay. Not on the same page, though, with Patterson, as she needs a reset. Aggressiveness from McLean, but she gets around it. Patterson, that layup is too strong. Loose ball stays with UCNJ. No reset of the shot clock. And that long look from McKay finds its way back for CCBC. Loose ball on the floor, but that was because of some contact. Push-off is called against Zanea Parsons. Her first, team third. As the ball will come over to the far side, right in front of the UCNJ bench. (10-10) your score. Leading scorer is Keishiana Murphy for CCBC. She has 8 of the Cardinals' 10 points. Ball right now in the hands of Anaya Morrison. Morrison gets it back. She looks for 3. Off the mark. Good board for Windish. Looking on the bounce pass. It's reeled in by Murphy. Murphy over to Morrison. And a foul called as she was looking towards the net. Foul is called against Yaya Lindsay for UCNJ. And now the Owls staring up on the board. They have 4 fouls as a team. But now the official coming over to the scorers table, getting everything sorted out. One thing's for certain, it is Lindsay's first, 4th for the team. And now the officials all drawn over to the scorers table. It gives us a little bit more of a chance to talk about Jaleel Taylor in his first season as head coach. Again, taking over for Marbeli Montas, someone who played for UCNJ as an athlete, represented the Dominican Republic on the national stage. 7-time Coach of the Year, 7-time regional champion. She's at the helm for that 2019 national runner-up squad. But now it gives way to Jaleel Taylor, someone who has a lot of coaching experience. Head coach of SUNY Ulster, other stops as well. played professional football for the Philadelphia Eagles as well as a few Arena Football League teams. But finding his bread and butter here as a women's basketball head coach and looking to catch on with the Union College of New Jersey. Official still conferring here. 2:53 left to go in the first quarter. 10-10 ball game between CCBC Catonsville and Union College. Out of this break, they sorted out the number of team fouls. There's 3 fouls up on the board now charged against UCNJ. And now a 5th foul put up on the board against CCBC. So UCNJ are in the bonus, but possession belongs to the Cardinals. Pass over to the far side to McLean. Looking down inside towards Windish. Ball loose on the floor, and a travel called against the Cardinals. Sprawling down to the floor was Sydney Oliver, a freshman from Essex, Maryland, trying to keep the ball in her team scraps, unsuccessful in her efforts. And the ball is turned over. But now a Giles for possession. Asia Kirkpatrick able to keep that going. All alone, a floater for Littles. A little bit too much air on that. And now a travel called the other direction. UCNJ coughs up the ball, and CCBC able to settle things down in their favor. UCNJ 6 turnovers to Catonsville's 5. Both teams just trying to get the ball a little bit more under control here in the early going. As Rakema McLean lost track of the time, and it's a backcourt violation. Unable to get that timeline in time, where the Cardinals, and they cough the ball right back. One thing to keep an eye on here, that 3-point drought for the moment for Union College. 0 for 6 on their attempts from downtown. Catonsville 2 for 5. Impressive showing so far on their deep looks. As a whistle goes off down deep, and it looks like a little bit of chippiness. Jumping the gun, Brianna Patterson called for an infraction. And that helps out CCBC Catonsville. They get the ball back. Quickly moving play forward, it's Mackenzie Foreman. Foreman drove to the hoop, but a whistle is called as she was getting into a shooting position. And it's Aaliyah Littles that's called for the foul. 4th for the team, her 1st. Next foul will send Catonsville to the line. Just under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Long looping pass, reeled in by Foreman. Zip-zack to Vivian Windish. Windish's shot off the glass. Second look for Windish off the pass from Rakema McLean, but they weren't on the same page. Bounces off of her arm, then out of play, as we have stalled out at 10 points apiece. 1:50 left to go in the first quarter. But it's turned into a bit of a defensive battle. Brianna Patterson trying to get UCNJ back on the board. We're in a long scoring drought for both squads. As a slight push is called against Sydney Oliver. As the officials here are now calling, indeed, for 2 shots for Brianna Patterson, as the Owls are in the bonus. Patterson shooting her first free throws of the season. Did not shoot any in yesterday's win, did score 5 points. She was a member of the starting lineup, and her first free throw of the year is good. Second free throw is good. She's 2 for 2 from the line. She has her first 2 points of the game, and the Owls take the first lead, 12-10. Catonsville looking for the response. Dower in front of the bench area. Dower drives. That skyhook no good. Windish, the putback is good. Back all knotted up, 12 points apiece after Vivian Windish's first points of the night. Some contact right in front of the scorer's table. Foul called against CCBC Catonsville, and with UCNJ in the bonus. That sends Brianna Patterson, it's Jasmine McKay to the line. Foul was called against IJ Dower, her first foul. Foul trouble mounting now for CCBC. That's the first shot from McKay, rattles out. She was 7 for 9 from the line yesterday. Freshman from North Plainfield, New Jersey, Roselle Catholic grad. Second try is good. Program record holder for Roselle Catholic, over 1,700 points during her varsity career. Mackenzie Foreman for CCBC Catonsville, got a look, no good. Windish to put back. Once again, it's in. Catonsville back in front under a minute to play in the first quarter. Oh, some wide open space, driving McKay, and she rattles it in. Back and forth we go, 15-14. It's UCNJ in front. Nice behind the back move from Morrison. Anaya Morrison looking to the hoop. Her shot no good. Back up the court, Jada Rogers draws the contact and a foul. Signal is against Mackenzie Foreman, her second personal foul. And once again, that sends UCNJ to the line. As some subs here for Catonsville, Tarshay Bell back off from the bench. First of two lands for Jada Rogers, the freshman from Jersey City. Shooting her first free throws of the season in today's game. And she is a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Under 30 seconds left to go now in the first quarter. Deflected pass. Looking for Sydney Oliver was Anaya Morrison. Just couldn't link up off the deflection. Ball does stay with the Cardinals. Pass moved inside towards Oliver. Oliver looking for the shot. It won't go. And the board goes to Zanaya Parsons. Shot clock is off for Union College. McKay, kick back over, a three-point attempt for Patterson, won't go. Rebound falls into the hands of Rogers. Her second chance look won't go, and the first quarter comes to an end, an entertaining one. A competitive back and forth. Defense had the last laugh for about a good 4-minute stretch. But a late push for UCNJ has the Owls up by 3 on the Cardinals, 17-14 after the first 10 minutes. Quick look at the stats here. Still leading the way on the scoring is Keishiana Murphy. She has 8 points, 3 of 6 from the field, including 2 of 3 from deep. Meanwhile, on the other side, Jasmine McKay is leading from the front for Union College. She has 7 points. But one thing to keep in mind for Catonsville, the foul trouble already mounting. Mackenzie Foreman and Emily Bartlett have a pair of personal fouls against their name. You know, UCNJ plays a physical brand of basketball. They like to crash the hoop. They love going for the offensive rebound. It's tough to block them out underneath the attacking basket. But if you're Catonsville, you got to do that, and you got to do it in a disciplined manner. Don't want to fall down short-handed and play with foul trouble early in this game. Already 2 players, you got to keep an eye out on their foul count. Meanwhile, Union College doesn't have that trouble to this point. They have 4 players with a foul on their name, but nobody with multiple fouls just yet. Union College still looking for their first successful 3-point attempt. They are 0 for 7 from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, mentioned Keishiana Murphy. She has landed 2 of her 3 attempts from deep. Ready to go here in the second quarter. The Cardinals trailing the Owls by 3, 17-14. Good crowd here on this Sunday afternoon affair between the nationally ranked Union College of New Jersey and CCBC Catonsville. Out of the break here, it's UCNJ that gets the ball. Set to kick off the second quarter. Yaya Lindsay with the inbound pass. University High School alum. Lindsay rolls it over to Jasmine McKay as we are underway for the second quarter. Lindsay pivots inside towards Parsons. The give and go now to Lindsay. Thought about the shot. Now instead it's Rogers. Pivots inside. That shot rolls around, stays out, but she draws the contact and the foul. Sends Rogers back to the line as a foul was called against Sydney Oliver, her second. Now the third player for CCBC Catonsville with 2 fouls. First shot is good for Jada Rogers. Rogers already successful trip to the line in this game. Make her 3 for 4 as her second shot here rattles out. Vivian Windish the rebound. Gives CCBC Catonsville their first possession of the second quarter. Anaya Morrison looking to do it all by her lonesome. Shot not strong enough. She gets up her own rebound. Reset out top with Tarshay Bell. Morrison looks for space, links up with Bell. Her pass intercepted by Asia Kirkpatrick. Ball will stay with Catonsville after Kirkpatrick couldn't keep the ball in her grasp, but she did a good job of swiping that ball away on the initial look. Morrison off the reset, under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Windish grabs the ball, and she is fouled with the reach-in effort from Asia Kirkpatrick. Her first, team first of the second quarter. Checking back in for the Cardinals, it looks to be Kishiana Murphy. This one a prayer, and that's intercepted. Up the court, Rogers, and she just swipes that out of bounds. Off balance as she was trying to find a teammate, and she finds the curtain beyond the baseline. Not exactly what the Cardinals had in mind there off that inbound. Nobody was open. That forced that long-range pass. It was intercepted, but fortunately for CCBC, not hurt by that. And they go from their defensive end. Ajay Dower with the ball in her grasp. Freshman student from Owings Mills, Maryland. Her pass intercepted. Heading up the other way, McKay. McKay is blocked. Good defensive effort by Tarshay Bell. Responsible is the forward in the defensive end. Timeout is called by CCBC Catonsville. After a few steals and offensive possessions don't go their way, wanting to stem the tides of this potential change in momentum, Centuria Renwicks uses one of her timeouts here in the first half. 18-14 is the lead. UCNJ in front of the CCBC Cardinals. Catonsville hanging tough, though, with the 15th ranked team in the nation. You look at what Union College did yesterday against Hagerstown when they really took it to the Hawks. A 97-48 win. They shot just under 45% as a team. Here in this game, though, Union College just shooting 26% from the field. They've been really good, though, at the free throw line. Plenty of looks there as well. They're 8 of 10. Cardinals have yet to shoot free throws in this game. After the timeout, the ball belongs to the Owls. Yaya Lindsay set to inbound. A 5-second counter is ticking. She finds Asia Kirkpatrick. McKay Passes over to the far side to Rogers. Rogers takes it up top, finds some open space. McKay thought better of the shot. Open look for Lindsay. She wants three. Denied on the look. And the putback try, a foul called against Windish. Thought she knocked the ball away clean, but a little bit too much contact. First foul against the freshman student from Dundalk. That sends Zanaya Parsons to the line. She gets her first chance from the line. First shot is too short. Parsons went 2 for 2 in yesterday's win. Sophomore transfer student from Monroe University. Second try, no good, and Windish crashes the board to get the loose ball. Still a 4-point game as that pass up court is denied by McKay. McKay finds Lindsay in stride. First shot no good. Second try is blocked. Out of play off of, believe that was underneath Tarshay Bell. So give her credit for that block. Ball stays with Union College. Long look in. It finds Jada Rogers. And a reset with Jasmine McKay near side wing. McKay, finding Yaya Lindsay wide open. Quickly close, but open look up top. And that's the first of the game. Rather, that is a 2-point shot. Her foot was just on the line. They'll take it either way. It's Jasmine McKay for 2. Now the full court pressure engaged from UCNJ. Forced a turnover, but gotten right back off the swipe from Murphy. Kishiana Murphy looking for a 3, rather a 2. She had her foot on the line. She'll take it either way, and it still remains a 4-point game. McKay back the other way for the Owls. Finds some room on the baseline. The floater is good, and she gets the foul as well. So count the 2. A foul underneath as well, called against CCBC Catonsville. Sorting out that foul, but it will send Jasmine McKay to the line. Chance for the 3-point play. Foul was called against Vivian Windish. And the 3-point play is completed by Jasmine McKay. McKay now 2 for 3 from the line today. She leads all players in this one with 12 points. That pass up the far side, knocked away. Kirkpatrick tips it forward. Rogers flings that to the baseline towards Kirkpatrick. She went up for the shot, and she is fouled as she went up. Third foul charged against Vivian Windish. Fourth team foul. And third personal for Windish. Foul trouble once again for the Cardinals. We mentioned that being a factor. And another timeout is called by the Cardinals. Well, the physical play is just taking a toll now on CCBC. The Owls are putting the clamps down right towards the timeline at midcourt. A lot of these breakout passes have just been intercepted or deflected. Hasn't been a clean break for CCBC in this second quarter, and that has allowed the Owls of UCNJ to take their largest lead of the game. It stands at 7 points right now, 23-16. And the turnover is really taking a toll now. 11 turnovers committed by CCBC Catonsville. Not a lot of points directly off those turnovers, but not allowing the Cardinals to take possession to get offensive looks. 8 steals in the game for the Owls. As Asia Kirkpatrick to the line, her first shot is good. Kirkpatrick, her first look from the charity stripe in the game. Went 1 of 4 yesterday. She goes 1 for 2 here. Lead stretched out to 8 as Ajay Dower gets it forward. That ball, though, poked out from behind. Great look from McKay on the swipe. McKay over towards Aaliyah Littles. Jasmine McKay gets it back. She wants some off-ball movement. Open look for Rogers. She moves inside in the paint. That shot no good. Loose ball swiped out of bounds by CCBC Catonsville. The ball stays with the Owls here. 19 left on the shot clock. 6:41 to go in the second quarter. Littles looks for a long two. Rattles out. Kirkpatrick, a second chance look. She lost her balance, but the ball was tipped out of play by a Catonsville player. And this is why UCNJ is such a successful team. Chances in bunches. They're not a one-and-done type of squad. As Little's look rattles out. And here's a chance on the fast break. Morrison moving forward. Her chance, though, is blocked. The only player back on defense for the Owls was Aaliyah Littles, but she wins the battle. The block keeps the Cardinals off the board. Bell gets a chance to set it up here for CCBC. It's a long-range look. Mackenzie Foreman's chance goes off the front side of the rim and down into the hands of Jasmine McKay. McKay, the kick-out pass. Moving down inside. Rogers' look rattles out. Loose ball on the floor. Parsons ties it up. It's a jump ball. And the ball goes the way of the Cardinals. Don't mind doing that when things aren't going your way. Just any way to get the ball back in your grasp. Ajay Dower holds in front of her bench. Dower finds McLean, far side. McLean trying to drive through two defenders. And she draws the contact from Jada Rogers. First personal foul against Rogers. Just the second foul of the quarter charged against Union. That shows how much possession has been held by UCNJ in quarter two. Dower. It comes back up top to Tarshay Bell. From the wing, Rakema McLean. McLean lost the handle. 2-on-1 the other way on a fast break. The kick down, Rogers won't go. It's settled back down by McKay. And a foul called on the battle for the loose ball. It's going against Keishiana Murphy. At least that's who looked to be the guilty party. Instead, it's Anaya Morrison who is the guilty party. Her first, team fifth. And that puts, once again, UCNJ into the bonus. Fitzpatrick back to the line. First shot from Kirkpatrick is good. She went 1 for 2 at the line her first trip. The Yonkers, New York native. Looks to go perfect this time. And she does off the bounce. Change here for CCBC. At least they want it. And now they get the chance to make the change. Emily Bartlett back into the game. She had 2 fouls in the first quarter, but rejoins the action. Pass up to the near side, finds Bartlett right off the bench. Bartlett onto the near side to Murphy. Kick back to Bell. Around the horn it finds Ajay Dower. Dower, the nice step back, doesn't find the room for a shot. Now some room to shoot for McLean. Her three is good. Rakema McLean, the freshman from Baltimore, her first points of the contest. Makes it now 26-19. Pulling this pass down, Parsons finds a player underneath and Aaliyah Littles. A nice assist from Parsons. Finds the Roselle, New Jersey native. And an immediate response. Lead back up to 9. Working around the outside, Dower. Dower lost the handle. Going back the other way quickly, it's Rogers. Rogers, the layup, draws the contact. Ooh, and she went hard into that padding right underneath the hoop. Doesn't seem any worse for the wear, but that is a hard foul called against the CCBC player going back on defense. It is McLean, the guilty party of the foul, her first. Just taking a moment or two to catch her breath After that foul, it's Rogers to the line. Rogers' first free throw is good. All 4 of her points from the stripe. She is now 4 for 5. Make her now 5 for 6. Perfect trip. Now a 30-19 advantage for UCNJ. It's been a dominant second quarter for the Owls. Still 4:30 left to go. That pass nearly intercepted, but it finds its way to Bell. Tarshay Bell comes back up top to Dower. That dynamic high school link-up of the Newtown High School teammates. As this shot is waved off, a turnover. It's a violation in the paint, and that forces the ball back the other way for UCNJ. Once again, those turnovers just mounting up, the fouls mounting up for CCBC in the second quarter. That ball moves back inside. First shot didn't go. Second shot blocked. Third time is the charm for Zanea Parsons. 32-19 as Parsons gets her third and fourth points of the game. McLean looking to move inside, and a foul called against UCNJ. A little bit of a push-off. That one going against Jada Rogers, her second, team third. As the shot clock is set to 23:45 to go in the second quarter. Bell looking for some help. Finds an open player in Bartlett. Bartlett's shot is no good. It was a long 2. As that ball kicks off of a player for the Owls, the ball stays with the Cardinals. Things have really dried up here for CCBC after a really strong start. Now shooting just 32% from the field. Whistle blows play dead. Looks like Centuria Renwicks wants an explanation from the officials. And that is what she gets. 14 fouls as a team already for CCBC Catonsville, and that's really going to eat into that bench depth. We mentioned UCNJ yesterday, 17 offensive rebounds. They already have 15 offensive boards in the first half of play today. So they have opened up a sizable lead in the second quarter. Pass in finds Anaya Morrison. They pass around the outside. Morrison has it at the C of the Cardinals logo, center court. Bell works to her right. Finds the receiver on that pass. 5 left on the shot clock. Looking for some separation. It goes off the back of the rim, but no good for Morrison. And the defensive stand for Union. McKay, nice drive, and the floater is good. Jasmine McKay, once again, just a fantastic game for her. She's up to 14 points, says. This ball goes down the other way, a whistle, and a held ball is called just at the last second. Losing the grasp on it was Tarshay Bell, but she held it for long enough to get the whistle. However, the possession arrow favors Union College. What that does allow is it allows CCBC to set up their defensive posture and also to get Keishiana Murphy back into the game. Leading scorer with 10 points for the Cardinals. Meanwhile, at the other end, there's a chance for 3 for Lindsay. Won't go. Kicked back out to Brianna Patterson. Patterson back up to McKay. McKay looking to drive. She's fouled as she headed to the basket. And she heads to the line for more. Foul was called against McLean, her second. McKay's first shot is good. McKay up to 15 points now, 3 for 5 or 3 for 4 from the line, should say. Looking to go 4 for 5. She does. She's up to 16 points. and the lead stands sizably, 36-19 for UCNJ. Stepping inside, a hard crash as Murphy wanted a foul call, doesn't get it. Now shorthanded at the back, pass finds Lindsay, gets the defender to commit, and floats it in. Doubling up, CCBC now are the Owls. It's a 38-19 lead, 19-point advantage. Sydney Oliver hoping to set things up here on the link up with Anaya Morrison. Morrison wants more help underneath. Pass around the outside to Bartlett. Back to Morrison. Morrison's shot too short. Kirkpatrick battling for the rebound. Gets some help there with Parsons. Now the Owls head up the court quickly with Yaya Lindsay. Lindsay underneath. The nice link up with McKay. Her layup is in. 40 points put up on the board in the first half by UCNJ. 90 seconds left to go as McLean wanted move underneath. That ball is dribbled off the foot of a defender. Possession stays with the Cardinals, but no reset of the shot clock. It's at 21 seconds. Jasmine McKay, what a game she's had already. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. As IJ Dower comes back onto the court. A few changes there for CCBC Catonsville. Pass moves right underneath, and a foul is called against Asia Kirkpatrick. Oliver wanted to catch and shoot, wasn't permitted to do so, and instead, Cardinals get their first chance to shoot free throws here in this game. Second foul against Asia Kirkpatrick causes a move to the bench. Looks like Imani Resto is off the bench for the first time today. First shot for Oliver is no good. Shooting free throws for the first time this season is the graduate from Chesapeake High School in Essex, Maryland. As a whistle is called. Unsuccessful free throw, 0 for 2 on that trip. Deficit remains 21 points for CCBC Catonsville. McKay leads the Owls up the court. 80 seconds left to go in the first half. Patterson working up at the top of the key. Settled back down on the near side wing. Lindsay back over to McKay. McKay, the off-balance shot, no good after the give up to Patterson. A bouncing ball can't be held in despite the valiant effort over Kemba McLean. Union College keeps the ball. Looking for space. Chucked up on the reset to Patterson. 1 minute remaining in the first half as Patterson tries for three. Won't go. Second effort. Looked to be a clean block, but Oliver called just a little bit of leverage there. And Sydney Oliver is called for her third foul of the game. And that sends Lindsay to the line. Yaya Lindsay, 2 for 2 so far on her free throws. 6 points already underneath her belt. Rattles her first shot in as we have 53.3 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Both teams look like they want to make some changes. As Lindsay goes 2 for 2, she is perfect from the charity stripe so far in this one. She's up to 8 points in the contest. CCBC Catonsville looking for a response here, positive note, to end out the first half. First quarter was great. Second quarter just has not gone to plan for Centuria Renwick's team. Dower looking for the pass across, and the intended target was Bell, but not on the mark. And the ball is turned over once more by the Cardinals. It is their, counting it up here, 16th turnover as a team in the first half. Working up the court come the Cardinals. pardon the Owls, as that one's swiped out of bounds. A nice read on defense by Keishiana Murphy. She's been the star for CCBC Catonsville in this game. Plenty of points. She's also showed her ability on the defensive side of the ball, which is important when you're playing a guard position. Lindsay works inside, double team. That ball knocked away. Loose ball. It's on the floor. Finally rolls out of bounds. And a held ball is called. Possession arrow helps out CCBC Catonsville. They get possession. Shot clock is off with 19.6 seconds left. Bell, that high school teammate, link up with Dower. Working back inside. Murphy looking for room. Kick back out to the near side corner. McLean running out of time. 4 seconds left and counting. Last second shot for Bell. Not enough juice on the three-point shot. And that brings the first half of action to a close. After the teams were neck and neck after the first period, UCNJ really stamped their claim on this one in the second quarter. They lead at the break 42-19. It was 17-14 after the first quarter, but all Owls in the second, 25-5. They outscored CCBC Catonsville, and they carry a sizable lead into the break. We take a look at the stats so far in this one. First, for the leaders at the break, UCNJ, Jasmine McKay leading from the front, leading all scorers with 18 points. She's a remarkable 7 of 10 from the field. She's also added 5 rebounds. Zanaya Parsons leads the way with her 8 rebounds for the Owls. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's Keishiana Murphy with 10 points. She's 4 of 8 from the field. Chipping in with 4 points, leading the way. Joint leader with 4 rebounds is Vivian Windish. Tarshay Bell also has 4 boards. Looking for the adjustments out of the locker rooms as we get set for the second half of action. The Cardinals just unable to really hold on to the ball. 16 turnovers for CCBC Catonsville in the first half. Union haven't been able to convert a whole bunch of points off the turnovers, but the second chance points have been key. 11 second chance points off of 18 offensive rebounds in the first half for Union College, showing why they are the 15th ranked team in the nation. They have eyes already on a 7th consecutive region championship and national tournament berth, but long way to get there. Just game number 2 of the season, but so far so good for the Owls. They carry a 42-19 lead into the break. We'll step aside, but before too long, we'll bring you the second half of action between CCBC Catonsville and the Union College of New Jersey here from the campus of the Community College of Baltimore County, Catonsville. Don't go too far, folks. We welcome you back in to Catonsville, Maryland, as we wrap up this fall tournament to kick off the 2025-26 women's college basketball season. And after one half of play in our tournament finale, the Union College of New Jersey lead CCBC Catonsville by the score of 42-19. Ian Binky with you here, and the first quarter was really competitive. They went into that first quarter break separated by just 3 points. The Owls led the Cardinals by 3, 17-14, but second quarter was all UCNJ. Union scored 25, held Catonsville to just 5 points in that second quarter, and that's been the tale for, well, it's only been 2 games, but that's been the tale for the Cardinals thus far. They've had one excellent quarter where they played or even outplayed their opposition. That was the case against Cape Fear yesterday in the third quarter, but around that, just unable to find the consistency needed to compete with some of the top teams in the area, in the region, in the country. And when you're taking on a Union College team that is expected, the nation expects them to be right in the mix when it comes to tournament time in March, you need to play a full 40 minutes. And Catonsville right now, they're just searching for answers. They had the answers in the first, but whether it was the adjustments made by Union or just not coming out of the break for the second quarter as strong as they did in the first, the game's right there for Catonsville. They just got to play consistent basketball. And, well, the third quarter was their strongest yesterday, and they're looking to find that form once again here. Union starts the second half with the ball as they lead this one 42-19, and we are underway. Now moving right to left, it's Jasmine McKay starting the ball. Lindsay, the give and go now with Parsons. Kicking it back out to the far side corner with Lindsay, but Lindsay traveled. And that's a good start for Catonsville, forcing the early turnover. Something they did pretty well in the first half. They forced 9 turnovers. They got 7 of their points off of those forced turnovers. They did cough the ball up 16 times. That's something they got to be more careful with. Also, had the ball stolen quite a bit. 11 steals, nearly one there, as this was off a deflection, so no backcourt violation. 10 left on the shot clock as it's driven inside by Tarshay Bell. Her layup, not enough juice. And now wide open on the far side is Jasmine McKay for Union. Loose ball on the floor. It was tied up there as Mackenzie Foreman poked it away, reached in. And the possession arrow favors Catonsville. CCBC gets the ball back here as we still await our first points of quarter number 3. IJ Dower finds the link up moving forward with Oliver. Sydney Oliver off balance, but able to lay that one in. Sydney Oliver on to the score sheet, getting her first points of the game. Now Union, nice pick set up there, and a 3-point field goal, rather no, it's a 2. Some appeals for a 3, but they'll settle for the 2 instead, as Union finds that response that they needed. Coming back up the other way, Oliver, she gets the hook off the board and in, and Oliver has 4 points to start the third quarter. Brianna Patterson slows the roll, and a whistle called here, a foul. None too happy are the Catonsville Cardinals, but it's Anaya Morrison who's called for the foul. Her first foul of the quarter, committed by the Cardinals. McKay sets it up quickly towards Kirkpatrick. Brianna Patterson, she fires a 3 from long range. Brianna Patterson converts, and that keeps momentum wearing the white jerseys here for Union. Loose ball on the floor. Try to dive on top of it was Morrison. but instead it's Union that comes away with possession. Patterson was double teamed over there in front of the scorer's table, and the ball is poked out of play. That three-pointer by Brianna Morrison just moments ago. It was her first of the game, and after 6 tries. It was the team's first of the game in, count them up, 12 attempts. They try another long-range shot. That's another 3. Something is clicking right now for Union College on the long-range shots, as there's a foul called against Yaya Lindsay as she collided with Tarshay Bell trying to intercept the pass. Back-to-back threes by Brianna Patterson has kept Union in front. A large lead here, 50-23. A 27-point advantage over CCBC. Nice give and go here. Looking for her first points of the game. IJ Dower couldn't get that long range shot to go. Long range 2. Now Lindsay, who just able to keep that in. The hustle of Brianna Patterson. She's feeling it. Is she going to try a heat check 3 here? Had the room to, but passes up instead. Might have been a wise decision. Lindsay's shot, though, won't roll in. Stolen right back by Parsons. Parsons kicks it back out to McKay for a shot. That won't go. And a step on the baseline by Parsons in her hustle effort trying to keep it in. But the Harlem native can't do so. And Catonsville gets the ball back. With that recent scoring run, Patterson went from just relying on some free throws for points. She now has 8 points in the game, as Kirkpatrick gets the defensive rebound, an unsuccessful shot for Catonsville. Move quickly back inside to McKay for Union, and that layup is good. Zanaya Parsons got that shot. She had 10 points in the win yesterday. Parsons on the board for 6 so far in today's game. Let's pass up the far side sideline. That's no good. As Catonsville just unable to find the consistent play. They've had stretches where they've looked really good, particularly in the first quarter in today's game. Whenever you're within 1 possession after 10 minutes against one of the top teams in the country, you're feeling really good. But right now it seems like Union has found another gear as Zanaya Parsons cashes in once again. She's up to 8 points in the contest. 4 different players with 8 or more points for Union College, as there's a nice shot from Catonsville. One that finds a home for CCBC. Corner 3 attempt, no good for Brianna Patterson. She did try that heat check. Up the court now. Nice effort trying to keep that play in, but instead the pass finds the hands of a waiting player for Catonsville. That's Mackenzie Foreman. 2-point field goal is good. It's now a 54-27 ball game. Ball kicked out to Fitzpatrick for Union. 3 attempt from the wing for Patterson won't fall. And after the appeal, Catonsville gets the ball back. After a slow start from 3, Union have really heated up. Now 2 of 15 from deep, but they started off ice cold, 1 of 7. Catonsville needs to try some threes if they're going to eat into this deficit. Well, they do just that. Murphy's shot won't go, though, and nobody but white shirts waiting for the rebound. A nice battle for the ball. It's loose, scooped up there, going the other way. Rakema McLean able to force the issue, and she gets a chance to inbound the ball from the baseline. So far, it's been a clean start to the third quarter. This is something that is going to be a really welcome sight for Catonsville. They encountered some big foul trouble early. As a team, they committed 16 fouls in the first half. Just one so far in the second. Inbound pass finds McLean. Driving in, Dower. Dower won't go on that layup shot. Ball is loose on the floor, but now Union quickly moving forward. Nice pass ahead for McKay. McKay over the back and in. What a game for the freshman from North Plainfield, New Jersey. She has 22 points. There's a chance at the other end for Kishiana Murphy, won't go. Dower, second chance try. That's also no good. And last touch off of Dower. Unsuccessful. New Jersey ball. I can't say enough about what Jasmine McKay has done today, leading from the front as a freshman, and for a team that's had a lot of turnover this year, despite a strong season last season. You're looking for new leaders, and right now, a pretty good candidate is number 1 in white, as there's a foul committed against McKay as she was looking for more. Call against I.J. Dower, her second. And that puts Jasmine McKay back to the line. She's 4 for 5 there today. Has some changes for UCNJ. We'll get you those after the first free throw. 22 points, hoping for more. McKay's first shot is no good. Players onto the court, Imani Resto, freshman from Bayonne, New Jersey. And Jada Rogers rejoins play. Second shot also no good. Still stuck at 22 points is Jasmine McKay. Dower, sense of urgency as she moves up the court. Walks down McKay, hands back over to Murphy. Far side pass to McLean. McLean's pass nearly intercepted, but reeled in by Murphy. Looking underneath. That shot is knocked away from Oliver's effort, but she is fouled. Smacked on the hand as she jumped up. Oliver heading to the line. 0 for 2. She has the only 2 free throw attempts for Catonsville so far in the game. Hoping for better fortunes this time around. First shot is good. The foul was called against Aaliyah Littles, a freshman from Roselle, New Jersey. Her second of the game. Team's second of the quarter. 2 for 2 from the line. Goes Sydney Oliver that trip. She's up to 6 points in the contest. Second on the team. As Resto looks to move it around. Comes into the near side corner with Darian Jackson, who is checked into the game. Long pass over. That's knocked down. A steal for McLean. McLean, though, gives it right back. In transition, McKay. She goes up for the shot, but she's fouled by Oliver. Swiped the hand instead of the ball. It's the 4th personal foul for Oliver, the freshman from Essex, Maryland. Redemption time at the line for McKay. Back of the rim and in on her first shot as she hits 23 on the day. 5 rebounds, 5 assists in addition to her 23 points. Her second shot is good as well. So McKay now 6 of 9 on her free throw attempts today. She's done a little bit of everything for Jaleel Taylor's squad. The lead now stands at 58-29 in favor of Union College. Catonsville looking for the link up going down the court. Bell passing around, finds Morrison up top. Dower, they move it around the perimeter, back over to Bell. Moving inside, Murphy Just ran out of room. Swiped the ball in the direction of Tarshay Bell. She wants a foul call, does Kishiana Murphy, but her appeal falls on deaf ears. Another turnover committed by CCBC Catonsville. McKay leading from the front as she has done all day long. Pass into the corner for Littles. That 3-point not in the same zip code. Quick move up the court and a little bit extra reach that time from Aaliyah Littles, the 6'1" freshman, just guiding that ball out of play, making sure that fast break didn't pan out for Catonsville. Cardinals have to set up the offense instead as Bell passes into Dower. IJ Dower back over to Bell. The chemistry between those two is going to be key as this season goes on for CCBC. Dower, far side corner, into the wing, and looks for Mackenzie Foreman. Foreman's shot is good. A nice shot there as things go the direction of Catonsville. Working back underneath the basket is Littles for Union. Kick back out. Thinking about a three. That one works as a pass as Parsons was on the receiving end of that long-range hook from Imani Resto. It remains 29 points for these Owls of Union College. McLean. On the exchange, IJ Dower. Dower from the corner, met a wall of defenders for Union, and her shot is no good. Time winds down in quarter number 3. Nice pass into the perimeter for Littles. Littles shot, banks in. Aaliyah Littles joining the fun. Her second field goal of the game. She's up to 4 points. Entering the last minute of the third quarter. Nia Morrison passes back. There's a chance for 3. Rakenna McLean's shot won't fall. Long pass on the money. And the layup is good underneath the basket for Jada Rogers. Make it now 5 players for Union College with 7 or more points. But leading the way, Jasmine McKay with 24. It's Rogers looking for more, and she does just that. Easy as you like. She's up to 9 points. Shot clock is off here at the end of quarter number 3. Anaya Morrison slowing the pace. Morrison looks for 3. It's no good, and the quarter comes to an end. Another strong frame for the team from New Jersey. Union College is up 66-31 after 3 quarters of play here in Catonsville, Maryland. Well, look at the stats here, and it's just really a big adjustments ever since that first quarter. More offense going Catonsville's way there in quarter number 3, but still Union dominating in the offensive category, 24-12 in that frame in favor of the Owls. The Owls, after a slow start in the field, they have gotten right back up to where they were in yesterday's victory, now shooting 41.5% from the field. 3-point really hasn't been there today, but they've been better from the stripe. They have forced more turnovers, 22 turnovers today, committed by Catonsville, and that in addition to 20 offensive rebounds for New Jersey. They have not been one and done by any measure. As UCNJ, they have been tenacious. They have pushed the issue. They have gotten 43 total rebounds, and that's countered to the 27 for Catonsville today. Another factor that has helped the success, 15 steals for Union College. Second chance points haven't been as plentiful, but they haven't needed them necessarily as we get set for the fourth quarter of play. It's a 35-point lead for Union College, and they start the fourth quarter off with possession. Jada Rogers, welcome presence, part of this depth for UCNJ. Yaya Lindsay moonwalks back. She wants a reset with 15 on the shot clock. Moved inside to Fitzpatrick. Her shot knocked away. Good job on the defensive posture by Vivian Windish. Windish back in the game. Remember, she got in foul trouble early on in this contest. Back to the near side, Chloe Wallace. McLean, a chance for three for Murphy. It's good. Kishiana Murphy, her third three-pointer of the game. She's been the leading offensive presence for Catonsville, and they ever need that. A three-point field goal to really get the juices flowing in the third, but an immediate answer back going the other way for Yaya Lindsay. Her first tray of the game as Yaya Lindsay answers back to the three-pointer from Murphy. Now Wallace wants, that would have been a long two, but it won't go for Catonsville as things slow down a bit with Brianna Patterson. Lindsay finds a wide open Jada Rogers. Her three-pointer, no. Fitzpatrick's two is a yes. Asia Kirkpatrick using her 6-foot frame to cash in on the rebound. Collision there on the far side. Morrison lost the ball to Brianna Patterson. And then a foul is called against Morrison on the back end of that play. Fourth personal foul against the player for CCBC Catonsville. So when all is said and done, this will be a very strong game for Kishiana Murphy, the transfer student from team that we saw play earlier, a team that CCBC Catonsville saw yesterday, Cape Fear Community College, as there's a two-point shot from the near side corner, driven in by Imani Resto, her first points of the game. Full court pressure, forcing a turnover. Rogers, the lay is good. Union College doing what's expected of them after a very close first quarter. It has been all Owls ever since. Wallace sets up the three-point field goal try from Morrison. That's no good. Heading down the court the other way goes Yaya Lindsay. Lindsay, that pass, found a player in stride. The putback, though, is good. Lindsay set up that play. Rogers' shot was no good. Lindsay, after 24 points in yesterday's game, she's played second fiddle largely to Jasmine McKay, but she's up to 13 points now. Is Lindsay, the freshman from Newark, New Jersey. That ball knocked out of bounds. Ball will stay here with Catonsville as there's a flurry of changes coming onto the court for the Cardinals. They're sorting out the personnel, who they want out there. Set to take this inbound is Mackenzie Foreman. Foreman, the long pass up top, intercepted. Jada Rogers able to swipe that away. Deflected pass. A prayer on that shot from Yaya Lindsay won't go. And it falls to Ajay Dower. On the near side, pass reeled in by Foreman. Foreman pivots around and she is fouled as she went up for a long-range floater. Of note, by the way, that last sequence of play, Zanaya Parsons is up to a double-double in this game. 10 points going alongside her 10 rebounds. As the first shot from Mackenzie Foreman is in. The foul was called. Second shot for Foreman is no good off the front side of the rim. Loose ball, though, picked up by Sydney Oliver. Loose ball on the floor, and it's tied up. as possession falls to Catonsville off the arrow. Finishing that point moments ago on Zaniah Parsons, first double-double of the year. A player who found her way into the starting lineup 13 times for Monroe University last year. Timeout is called. Catonsville calls a timeout. They're down to 2 remaining in the contest. But more on Zaniah Parsons, sophomore student from Harlem, New York. She got 10 points in yesterday's game. 7 rebounds, so fell short of a double-double there, but she has done everything that has been asked of her today. Once again, finding herself into the starting lineup, and she is one of 4 players in this Union College team that has double-digit points in the contest. Her and Asia Kirkpatrick both have 10 rebounds, as the rebound battle has tilted heavily in Union's favor. They have out-rebounded Catonsville by a total of, as we tally it up here, 48-28. We knew the size would be a huge advantage for Union here today and all season long. Today has been no exception. 23 of the rebounds have been on the offensive side of the ball. 77-35 is your score. This one sent inside. A look for Vivian Windish, and she banks it in. Windish back on the scoreboard. Pass to the near side corner to Resto. Resto three-point shot is no good. Back over to Yaya Lindsay. Lindsay wants to crash inside. It's knocked away, and Ajay Dower heads up the court for Catonsville. Dower to Foreman, near side wing, but look out. Interception. Yaya Lindsay, it's good. Swipe and score for Yaya Lindsay, continuing what's been a very strong day for her. She's up to 15 points. Looking underneath again for Windish. Windish's shot just doesn't get the right angle. Now it falls up the other way for Jada Rogers. Rogers finding Kirkpatrick inside, and her shot falls. Kirkpatrick now 3 points away from a double-double of her own. Score now 81-37. As this one worked around the horn, and a three-point field goal is good. The long-range shot of Keishiana Murphy has been on target tonight. Her 4th three-point field goal. A 3-second violation has been called underneath the basket. Asia Kirkpatrick trying to lurk in a little bit too long there for the officials' liking. And the ball is turned over. Chance to just get something going here for Catonsville. This ball comes into the hands of Murphy again. She wants 3 more, but doesn't find the link up this time. Don't mind that approach, though. Just feed her and try to get her as far as number 5 in red will take you, but that play goes up the other end, and 2 more go up on the board for Yaya Lindsay. A nice spin move from Foreman. Foreman's first shot won't fall. Gets to follow up on her second effort, and she is fouled as she went up for the putback. Foul goes against Asia Kirkpatrick, her 3rd personal foul. This leads to some changes for Union. Kirkpatrick checks out, and Aaliyah Littles takes her spot. Mackenzie Foreman at the line. Her first shot rattles out. Went 2 for 2 earlier in the game, did Foreman. But she goes 0 for 2 here. Brianna Patterson finds this open pass. Her three-point field goal is good. Patterson trying to go stride for stride with Murphy. Her third three-point field goal of the game. A hot shot here that finds an opening in the curtain. Not exactly what Mackenzie Foreman had in mind. A little bit too much mustard on that one. And the ball is turned over with exactly 4 minutes left to play. And ever since that molasses-like start to the game, shooting threes for Union College, they lit it up from deep. Patterson, a trio of three-pointers. Yaya Lindsay adding on one of her own. As Resto, she's tried a few threes, not been successful yet. Drives inside this time. A nice move to get just enough space in front of the defender Foreman. And she lays it in for two. Working over to the near side corner, that's Kishiana Murphy. Back to the far side, Foreman. Give to Anaya Morrison. Dower with 10 on the shot clock. Double team that she drives inside, and she is blocked down by Aaliyah Littles. Not much room there against the 6'1" freshman forward, and Littles registers another block shot. I believe that is her second of the game. And timeout is called by the Catonsville Cardinals. 3:14 remaining in regulation, and it is all Union College here, 88-40 the score. When you look back at this game, if you're the Cardinals, you just got to really appreciate what you did in those first 10 minutes. You're within 3 points. You jump out to an 8-0 lead. And the message here, when this was all said and done, this weekend in particular, is that this team needs to find that same kind of consistency. They had a fantastic third quarter yesterday against Cape Fear, outscored the Sea Devils in that third quarter. And they went toe to toe, should say, against one of the best teams in the country here today, at least through 10 minutes. Now, they haven't had the kind of stamina necessary to play all 40 minutes like that. Time winding down here off the inbound pass. They get it in, and a blocking foul is called against Union here underneath the basket. It's Aaliyah Littles called for the infraction. Third team foul, and the third of the quarter, or rather third of the game, should say, for Littles. His first shot for Kishiana Murphy is unsuccessful. Second one comes up short, 0 for 2 on that trip. Free throw shooting has been a bit of a problem for Catonsville in this contest. As Union moves it around, that three-point try is far too strong. Comes up the court the other way, wide open look for Anaya Morrison. Morrison's shot won't fall. Second effort, Oliver tries the put back, and she is fouled as she jumps up. So she heads back to the line to shoot two. But finishing up on that point and fitting that they're back at the line, Catonsville just 3 for 10 on their free throw attempts in today's game. Now, that wouldn't have made all the difference in the game, but it certainly would have helped to get within firing distance. Still trailing by 48. First shot is no good for Sydney Oliver as we're down to 2:46 remaining in this contest. Second shot is no good, and there was only one Cardinal in the vicinity, and that was the free throw taker, Oliver. Pass to the near side. It's Gracie Cruz into the game. Passed over to Jasmine Poole, getting some action. A travel is called before her shot was lifted towards the basket. Some of the younger players getting some looks now for Union College. Mentioned two of them on that last possession. Gracie Cruz. She is a sophomore student, transfer from SUNY Sullivan. Also Jasmine Poole, a freshman from Perth Amboy, New Jersey. Up at the top, it's Daisha Bryant. Her pass knocked away, and it heads up the other way for Union. It's putting on the brakes. Gracie Cruz, her layup is good. Gracie Cruz is on the scoreboard. First points of the game for her, the Bronx native. Pass from Bartlett looking to the near side. That's knocked away. They get a reset here due to the Cardinals. Next up on the schedule for Catonsville, a midweek matchup on Wednesday against Bryant and Stratton College of Syracuse. Hosting the Bobcats. They played Bobcats out of Virginia last year in conference. Rather not in conference, but they played them. Did CCBC last year, but facing the Syracuse squad this time around is Lookout. A pass that goes haywire into the Union bench. Everyone's all right over there. A few wry smiles as we've got 91 seconds remaining in regulation. Meanwhile, Union heads back to New Jersey, but they're on the road on Saturday against Brookdale Community College. It's the only game in New Jersey until November 18th for the Owls when they face Raritan Valley. As here's a held ball on the floor, a battle for the basketball, and the possession arrow points towards Union College this time. But Union, after some eyebrows might have been raised in that first quarter, seems like they are destined to defend their 15th ranking nationally. They're set to go 2-0 this week after a pair of dominant wins against the two Maryland teams at the fall tournament, against Hagerstown yesterday and here today against Catonsville. Pass inside towards Fitzpatrick, just rolls away from her. Works back around inside to Resto. Imani Resto lays that one in. Just chucked it towards the hoop and it falls for Resto. Well into the final minute now. Emily Bartlett holds on the near side. She's closed off quickly. Gracie Cruz just shoves the ball away. Cruz hands over to Rogers. Rogers traveled before she pulled up. We have one more whistle with 29.3 seconds remaining. And with that stoppage, that gives a chance for another change here for CCBC. Cardinals giving some new looks here as there's a shot on the near side. It's loose off the rebound, and following up is Vivian Windish. Windish having herself a really solid effort. She's up to 8 points in the game. As we're into the final 10 seconds, that shot no good. One more chance for Gracie Cruz. Her three-pointer is no good. The ball is held up, and this one comes to a finish. After the first 10 minutes, it was a 3-point game, but Union College didn't see that kind of script, and they did not like it as they finished this one a 50-point victory, 92-42, as they go a perfect 2-0 at the CCBC Catonsville Fall Tournament. Once again, we take a look around the scoreboard, and for Union, they lit it up. 5 different players with double-digit points. A double-double for Zanaya Parsons, 10 points, 10 rebounds. But the star of the show, Jasmine McKay, with her 24 points, 9 field goals. Meanwhile, for CCBC Catonsville, a really strong showing from Kishiana Murphy. She scores 22 points, and that includes 4 3-point field goals. She adds 4 rebounds. Well, the Cardinals will be home before far too long. They're home again on Wednesday. We'll have to see you back here. If not, you can join us on YouTube. But until then, for everyone here at CCBC Catonsville and for the Cardinals staff, my name is Ian Binky. Thank you for joining us on your Sunday afternoon. Have a great rest of your weekend and have a good one. Take care. We'll see you real soon.